I've turned it on. Well, no, it depends what setting you've got it on. We've got it on that one.
This is great content.
Why is it?
I was figuring out how to use a microphone.
Why is it we've had this for such a long period of time?
And every single week. I say week, but when we get to it, every single week.
It's always an
How's it
issue.
work?
It's always an issue. There's always an issue with it.
What setting do we need it on?
We'll have to leave this in there as well. Just an absolute dingus.
We've got to live up to last week's intro. How are we going to do that?
Boo! Boo! Boo!
It sounds like an intro to some shitty like 80s or 90s like
Yeah,
game
disco,
show.
yeah.
No, game show.
Game show.
Like the Crystal Maze.
Oh my Christopher O'Brien,
Do you remember
legend.
Fort Bayard?
Fort Bay? No, that's you're showing how young you are now.
Yeah.
Because you grew up watching that. That was past.
That was 2000s, late
I was
2000s.
out.
Fort Bayard. How about
I was in the Navy at that point, sailing the Seven Seas.
that? In the Navy.
That's the one.
Yeah.
You knew he was there too. Oh, maybe I misjudged your age, Ricky. 3, 2, 1.
Stop doing the feet thing. There we go.
Oh, that's what I was.
Back.
We're back. We're back. Episode 34. We didn't do it last week.
We didn't do it last week. It's because we haven't got recliners anymore.
No, it's because we haven't got recliners, much to the annoyance of the subscribers that everyone's moaning about. Anyway, welcome back this week. Welcome back. Thank you for coming back. Come back. Sit down with us. And let me regale you with the stories.
And if it's your first time here, go watch the other episodes as well and then come back.
And then come back. And make sure you do. Drink loads of coffee like I'm about to do at this very late hour. But yeah, no, welcome back.
I'm drinking Red Bull at 9 o'clock at night.
That's my line. Yeah, I love it. No, it's coffee. Welcome back. If you haven't already, please subscribe. It helps us grow the channel. And we have got some big plans, haven't we, Rick?
We have. We did actually. We got more subscribers when we told people not to subscribe.
Don't subscribe.
Yeah, go away.
And if you don't subscribe, we'll have a giveaway when we hit 500 non-subscribers. So, effectively, that's what we're going to do, Rick, and we? We're going to have...
Yeah, Joe decided we're having a giveaway. So we're going to have a 500 sub special, similar to the 200 sub special. And there's going to be a giveaway included. There
is indeed. The prize is actually... Some of our subscribers are really, really going to enjoy the prize.
They would.
And for the general consensus, the runner-up prizes are going to be equally as interesting, and more will be coming. Let's push it up. Let's go 500. Shh, I'm buzzed up. Let's go. Let's do it. Touch me. So yeah. Absolute weirdo week. I was put in a quandary.
The funniest thing about this is not 10 minutes ago, you were all down in the dumps before drinking your coffee. Now you've had a bit of coffee and you're like,
if I could do a house tour right now without getting in trouble, I would do, and I'd show you quite possibly the nicest coffee machine that has ever spin in a kitchen. Quite potentially. That's a powerful statement there.
It is a powerful statement.
Ricky's got a very nice coffee machine. It makes the best coffee. Costa, Starbucks can literally kiss my butt. They're no way near as good. But I had a bit of a quandary, Rick, and I think you're probably aware where I'm going to go with this. But
go on.
Everyone, with 2 new games coming out at the same time, I'm like a dog chasing a bus. I'm just a bit confused. Don't know why I'm doing it. I don't know where to go. Do I get Call of Duty Vanguard?
I think we're like a pair of dogs here because you've chased one bus and I've chased the other.
Launch the phone across the room. Basically, smash it up. Yes, so we had Call of Duty Vanguard come out. So very, very quickly, Call of Duty is Call of Duty. There's nothing normal, nothing new. Nothing to break away from the norm. It's very the same stuff.
Well, if you're not into Call of Duty, to be a little bit nerdy on the subject, they have essentially used the engine from Modern Warfare and Warzone and created a World War II game out of it. So now, I've not actually played it yet. It's the first COD in quite a few years. I haven't bought. But how is it?
Right, let me tell you. So imagine this: if you were a Call of Duty aficionado, which I haven't been for a while, let me say.
You dabbled.
I dabbled. I put my toe in Warzone. I like Blackout, another battle royale. Anyway, for me, my Call of Duty memories, Modern Warfare 2. But weirdly enough, my most consuming Call of Duty online experience was Call of Duty World at War. And that was by no stretch.
Which is surprising.
Yeah, which is not the best Call of Duty ever out there at all by quite a stretch. Bouncing Betties would borderline make you want to throw yourself in front of a bus. But that being said, for me it's got a fondness of playing it on Xbox with friends when however I was, probably early 20s, late teens, I can't remember.
This is the thing with Call of Duty, and a lot of people's memories about the games themselves are not actually particularly that great, but because of the memories they've got of playing that particular game at a certain time, it's nostalgic value. It's what makes you feel better.
So it's basically World at War, but with the Modern Warfare engine, and everyone has always said, I've always said, the Modern Warfare engine now is just buttery biscuit base.
It's something
just,
about it. It's just, it's nice. It's spot on.
It's so good. It makes you want to slap your mama.
It's when they made when the last COD came out, Cold War, when they made that change back to the arcadey feel.
Yeah.
That threw me off.
Yeah.
I didn't particularly like it after that. I played it for zombies, but I didn't play it for multiplayer simply because of that. Which goes to show that I should probably buy Vanguard, but at the same time, I don't want to.
Because you've got another game we're coming on to. So, but before I finish on this, I've always endured what's the Call of Duty curse. Now, any recent Call of Duty game that I decide to buy turns out to be doo-doo. So, and because prime example, Advanced Warfare was the last Call of Duty I bought with my own money, and I bought that, and I was all hyped up. The trailers, zombies, jumpsuits, jet suits, helicopters, jumpy.
It had all the makings of being an epic game, but it just got slated.
Yeah, and it was rubbish.
Slated.
So I was very dubious about buying Vanguard. I've got to be honest with you, Vanguard hasn't got the best reviews, but for me, it's a little bit of nostalgia, fun, the Modern Warfare engine. I am actually a bit of a beast. We'll talk about that later off air. I'm absolute beast, so I might put my stats here for a game I've done. Oh, epic, what would you say? So, just the one game. Yeah, bot lobby. But I have enjoyed it so far. I haven't played Zombies, which has been absolutely slaved off.
Absolutely slated.
Oh, it has been absolutely killed.
Obviously, that's been Treyarch I've come across and helped them with that. So essentially, it's a Treyarch storyline, but there's going to be no Easter eggs, no nothing until January at the earliest, which is obscene. And they obviously didn't have enough time. From what I've seen, they obviously didn't have enough time to actually come in and help them out properly because they were obviously finishing off their own game.
Yeah.
So it's a swerve and a miss for me, I think.
Yeah. But the main reason I'm doing it is my biggest regret of not getting the last Modern Warfare is missing out better rank guns up for Warzone. So, and I was behind the curve. So for now,
which is what I did on Zombies.
Yeah. So that's why I'm bum rushing now. Bum rushing my new World at War.
Quick.
Yeah, basically. I'm smashing it out to get all my camos, get all my bits and advancements, and I'm ready to go for the new Warzone map.
Which leads us on to the other game that's come out.
Yes.
Now, you might naturally assume that this is Battlefield 2042.
Yeah.
It's not.
No.
Because that's not out till Friday.
No.
Well, actually, next Friday, but Friday if you've got the gold subscription and higher, which is what I bought. But Forza Horizon 5. Now, this has had some different reviews. This game, it's only been out a week, not even a week. It's been out since Friday. It's been 5 days from point of recording. It's already up there. Greatest game I've ever played.
Really powerful.
Greatest game ever. Absolute. For some, aware of IGN?
Yeah.
Everyone's aware of IGN. They rated it a masterpiece, 10 out of 10, and completely on board. Game is damn near perfect.
One question. Now, do you remember my biggest complaint with Forza Horizon 4?
No.
Right, you should do. And
you had no one to play with.
That's a cheap poke, Ricky. I won't have that. Alright. Biggest thing for me was the menu system. I thought the menu was cluttered, and if you come back to the game after years of being off it, which I did,
you wouldn't know what you're doing.
Everything was everywhere.
Do understand? New one is a little bit like that, I suppose. But same with any menu. You use it for 5-10 minutes, or use it for a period of hours. You're going to get used to it. It's like switching to a new phone. You know something's going to change, but ultimately you understand it after a while.
So it really used to pickle my little brain. But a Forza 5 is definitely on the radar for me. But it's just having the time to dedicate to it, because that is a game that you can consume 100 hours plus easy. JP's bought it and he's not even played it once yet, which I'm cross at him.
Played it the day it came out for an hour.
Oh, JP.
No.
Anyway, so
he's gonna watch this as well.
Yeah, he will watch this.
Tweets.
I really I'm thinking about getting Game Pass Ultimate, getting it, playing it.
Honestly, best £12 you've ever spent.
Beautiful. We heard it here first.
First.
And the fact is, everyone's going about exhaust note changes. If you
change the used to do it if you change the engine anyway, but it makes a genuine difference now. They actually sound like the engines they're supposed to be. So if you put in an inline 4 or an inline 6 rally engine, it sounds like a rally car. If you change from a normal exhaust to a sports exhaust or a race exhaust, it changes and it actually sounds proper. It is the attention to detail they've got in this time for this game is spot on.
Why couldn't they ever do that with the Gran Turismo series? For such an iconic game, Forza came along and they will do new iterations every year or so, and Gran Turismo was taking 6 to 10 years at a time.
Do you know the last Gran Turismo I played?
2.
3. A-spec. Really? Yeah, it was the last one I played.
And it feels so wooden in comparison, the turning circles and how the cars look.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not even the graphics, just generally how they, I don't know. Yeah, it's a real shame how they let that go, really, and they cocked it up.
Before you go, off air, I'll show you the game on the TV.
Yeah.
Show you what it's like. It's insane.
Oh, I'd have to give it a go, I think. So, talking about this and shooting on to media side of things, obviously trailers come out. Stick with entertainment.
I'll take entertainment for £300, please.
Yes, the place is beautiful. The new Matrix film, I don't know how I feel about it. So I've seen the old trailer, and that came out a little while ago, and I'm not quite sure how I feel about it.
Well, to put it in comparison, I went to the cinema to watch James Bond a couple of weeks ago, and my friend that I went with doesn't really stick up to date with like pop culture and stuff or anything. Doesn't watch. It's not on any form of social media. Doesn't watch any trailers or whatever. I don't think he even knows how to operate YouTube. But we're sitting there waiting for the film to come on. It's in 4DX, by the way. That's another thing to mention. And the trailer for that popped up. And the first words were, "What? Why?" That exact expression. And it goes to show, I think it might be a good film. Might be.
It's weird. I'm not sure if you've seen the trailer. I'll be having somewhere on the screen floating around bits of it with no audio, but effectively, there's rumours are that apparently very far-fetched rumours, I must add, that they're saying that they think the Neo and Trinity meet each other, not recognise each other. Was the rest of it a film or precursor, or a different dimension, a different universe, or they had their memory wiped, or are they stuck in the Matrix? There's so many different fan theories and everything else and how it could work. Why the original Morpheus isn't in it? Is a new Morpheus and Agent Smith but in disguise? Because Hugo, the guy that played Agent Smith, is back in it. He's going to be in it. So how that pans out. Just for the sake of, unfortunately, keeping up with the Joneses, and I'm watching all the Matrix. I used to love the Matrix.
I have seen them. But yeah, I can't say I was a massive Matrix fan.
But
did you ever play the Matrix game?
Yes, very good. Yeah, I used
they were actually good for those times.
Really good. I've replayed them if I could now. Actually, my Xbox Arcade, give it to me. Good point. Is it on Xbox Arcade?
No.
Right, they should do because I'd Ultimate Game Pass Ultimate forever. But
spamming Matrix
would be spamming it. But I would want to say one thing: death of cinema. While we're on this topic, you mentioned James Bond, which is rejigging my memory. I can't believe that's already coming to streaming platforms this week.
Is it?
New Bond film, yeah. It's coming to Sky Stream, and there's another
I think some of this is down to, and I think there is a genuine reason for this. It is because of
C word.
Yeah, because of how long it took them to bring it out. So obviously they because of COVID, big C, not a big C, mini C. Because of COVID, they. Obviously, everything went back like however many months or years it actually went back by.
Yeah.
So they already had deals in place with places like Sky and whatnot to already have it out. So obviously they paid money for it. So
it's bonkers,
it does kind of make sense a little bit.
I'm not sure I mentioned this before in another podcast, but one thing really hit home is is Matt Damon. Matt Damon on Hot Ones, another good YouTube channel. Go and check them out.
That's actually brilliant.
A little channel you might not have heard of. But basically, on
Do
there,
our own take.
yes, we should do our own version of it. It'd be quite good fun. We could get a celebrity guest on.
Chris.
Yeah. That. Where was I? My brain's gone flat now. That Matt Damon's talking about why production companies in Hollywood aren't prepared to do big production risky big production films anymore. He said because he was asked, why don't you think films are as good as they once were? And he answered, well, basically, you had the cinema release, which brought in a massive wave of money.
Huge amounts.
And then you'd have the DVD and rental market bring another wave of money. It's like a second wave. But now, because of streaming, that second wave isn't there.
This is where it's essentially, it's not the death of Hollywood, but things are going to change.
Yeah.
You look at Netflix, for example. Netflix can make big, massive blockbuster films and take that risk because they have a steady income coming in.
Yeah.
Every month they know they've got 114 million subscribers or however many it is. So they've got this much income per month. If they spend that on a film, that's however many months worth of income. And it keeps on, it's repeated. If it brings in more people to the platform, brings in more people, but they have a steady stream of money. And I think that's where what a lot of companies are realising and changing over to.
Yeah.
Look at Disney. Disney is exactly the same.
Oh, I certainly have. Scarlett Johansson had a wicked wave, didn't she, over the streaming doodah. I think we spoke about it before, though.
We did, but then again, that comes down to the platform, ultimately the platform's decision. They're the one pushing it. But then when you've got in your contracts, obviously, that you make a percentage of however many sales and stuff it gets in the box office.
Yeah.
Does kind of make sense.
Talking of Disney.
Talking of Disney. Who's going to Disneyland?
Not me. If you know, leave a comment and like, subscribe, and tell us who did it. But Marvel movies almost seem very saturated, and I'm really disappointed with this generation, or this quarter of whatever they want to put it, term of films and TV shows that are coming out. And I've got to be honest, I've fallen into a trap of watching reviews and reading reviews before dedicating my valuable time to watching something.
Yeah, I personally don't like reading reviews or watching reviews before I've watched something, unless I'm really unsure if I'm going to like it or not. If I'm really unsure, then I'll perhaps look at something and then jump into it. Like Squid Game, I did watch that first of all when everyone was going on about it. It was only because of the sheer quantity of people that were watching it. I thought, you know what, I'll give it a go.
That's one exception for me, actually. I didn't bother reading the review. The only thing I googled before watching it was whether to watch it with subtitles or without.
Right.
But anyway, for me, like Shang-Chi, whatever it is, in the Eternals, I've watched reviews, and I'm just, everyone's slamming them.
To be honest, I wanted to go watch that in the cinema, but instead, obviously, it comes out on Disney Plus Day, which is the 12th.
Right.
So I'm going to wait for that to come out and watch that then. But I'm in the other boat. I'm quite happy with all the stuff that they're doing at the moment.
Really?
It's a steady stream, whereas before it was like a year or two between releases, and you'd have Iron Man and then followed by 4, and then there'd be another film after that. Now you've got storyline in between, so the stories now are actual stories as opposed to them trying to squeeze it into chunks of film.
But you know what, you say that though, but I'd rather wait and have better quality content. And the overwhelming amount of reviews that I've seen have said that the Eternals, for instance, is the actors. They've got some good actors in there that I've seen bored and uninterested. There's lots of loopholes in the plot. The list is endless. I'll put a couple of links in the description for people that are worthwhile watching, for reviews of that I'll watch anyway. I think are quite interesting. And they've got a massive. But both of them are now currently trending on YouTube. But they're talking about it, and it's just, I don't know. I don't feel like with Iron Man, I genuinely had a love for that comic book growing up. Spider-Man had a genuine love for the comic book growing up. Eternals never really rated the comic book, although a lot of people did. Even the people that reviewed the film loved the comics, but never actually really liked the film. TV series Scarlet Witch apparently had a great potential, and the ending, no spoilers, ruined it. But again, because of these things, do you know
Have you watched it?
No.
You need to form your own opinion.
I do, and do you know what?
You need to form your own opinion.
However, the one show I broke this little rule on was Loki, and I didn't like it. I didn't finish it. Got rid of it. Turned it off.
What? Loki was phenomenal.
No.
Phenomenal.
Was perfect until they revealed the other Loki's identity, and it just died for me straight away. and then they made it all lovey and comic-y and not comic-y but funny and too light-hearted, and it ruined the underlying darkness that was there, what it building up to, and then it just pitted out. Someone pissed on my campfire with that.
I think you think too deeply into it.
Nah.
Yeah, I think you do.
I don't.
Did you watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
No, again, but because I don't have any interest in those characters. That's the only reason I didn't watch them. But again,
it's worth watching simply for the action scenes alone, because they are. It's movie value production in the TV series. Honestly, it's worth watching. Yeah. It's genuinely worth watching.
I don't know, Rick. I'm a hard man to please.
But never guessed.
If I haven't seen it, it must be shit. Oh, Wiggles once said that about me.
I declare that other people's opinions are more important than mine.
That if I haven't seen it, it must be terrible, so I'm not interested.
You're like a stubborn 5-year-old.
Yeah. Stubborn, was that a Family Guy clip? Yeah, it's like as stubborn as a mule, whatever it is. Yeah, I like it. Nice one. But yeah, I just can't get down with the jammy jam, if I'm really brutally honest with you. But I do like the fact that, for instance, Disney Plus put, what was it, Free Guy on there, and that was just not even a premium buy.
And they didn't even tell anyone. It was just...
It's on there.
It's on...
And I only found it because I just went on... I thought, I've got Disney Plus and I don't ever use it. Let's see what's on there. And I was like, Free Guy. Clicked it and it started playing. I was like, what?
You told me that day at work, and then I came home and I watched it with my son.
I quite enjoyed that.
It was a very good film.
I like.
It's light-hearted and fun.
The dude at the end was underused, and I wish he was in it more. I really do enjoyed that.
I know people are getting a bit bored of Ryan Reynolds.
Catchphrase.
I know people are getting a bit bored of Ryan Reynolds, but everything he seems to touch seems to
turns gold.
Have that same sort of comedy value, and he's hit that comedy value on the head.
Who's that kickball club he's bought? Rickford.
I think it's Wrexham.
Wrexham or whatever it is, yeah. Rixford United. I say it was a modest touch with them, eh? It'd be interesting to see.
I doubt it. Football's a different kettle of fish, isn't it?
Yeah, I know, but if he's Ryan Reynolds...
Sorry, soccer.
Soccer.
No, football, as the...
No, it's kickball, fine.
As 7/8 of the world call it.
It is kickers ballless. But in other news, something that popped up is my mate Travis Scott. It's a shame Chris isn't here to discuss this. Yeah, I saw him the other day buying some milk. Full fat I'll have you had, yeah, must have had that. Bumped into him in Tesco's.
It's a bit strange because doesn't he live in the States?
Does, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Must be my imagination again.
Probably.
But yeah, the Travis Scott concert, this is quite shocking.
On Fortnite, was it?
Yeah, it was actually. Yeah.
Okay.
Can't think of it. And this is all a dream. But anyway,
this
Travis Scott...
Fortnite in a way. We'll discuss that in a sec.
Someone got squashed. A lot of people got squashed.
Not one person got squashed. It was 8, wasn't it?
Oh, God. It's bad, though. I saw someone do a link about this and talking about this in a little article, and they were saying that Travis Scott once stopped one of his concerts because he got carried off in the crowd, and one of the crowd took one of his shoes off, and he literally screamed, stop the music, got down, and then basically lambasted this bloke that took his shoe, and then ordered the crowd to effectively, in his words, beat his ass. Yet he couldn't stop a concert for people getting... And
from the footage that I've seen, it's not much that I've seen, but from the footage I've seen, he does stop the concert and he's telling people to back up, get security.
Oh, I don't know, not in a timely manner. Apparently, allegedly so. But
the problem is, it's difficult without being in the crowd and feeling it. It can't be that easy for him to realise.
But even so, the security must have been badly organised. It's like Anfield.
I don't know. Have you seen the video footage of them trying to get through to the people? And there's people dancing on top of the cars and stuff.
It's tricky. It's tricky, Ricky.
It is a tricky situation.
It's a very tricky situation. I've got to be honest with you. One thing on a side tangent of Travis Scott, he seems really big, but just not really in the UK.
We're our own little bubble.
He's massive in America. He's like God. He's got a McDonald's, little taste of food, burger, Sprite mix, whatever. Over here, we like Travis who? Who's that? Yeah, Mike Jones. But it's like no one knows who he is, and it's.
Whereas if you say the words H, everyone knows who the fuck he is.
Yeah, I don't really much good Grom. My feelings on this.
I can listen to it, but I'm not a big fan.
No, I like Drake's Grom though.
Again, I can listen to it, but I'm not a big fan.
Talking of Drake, so this is really sort of random TikTok I come across. There's a guy I've lost him. I can't find him on TikTok. And he basically, every once or twice a week, would drive past Drake's multi-million-pound mansion in Montreal, wherever it is in Canada. And next door to it is the house of security guards. He's bought a house for security to live in next door to his premises. But this guy stops outside the gates to talk to the same security guard every day and says, look, here's a latte for you, what you like. Is Drake in? Can I meet him? It does it like 2 or 3 times a week. And the guy just laughs about it every time pretty much now. Thanks for the coffee. No, you can't see him sort of thing. But it just made me... I want to see if he actually met Drake.
It would be funny if he does finally get big enough to do that, because then what's he going to do to his TikTok channel? He's just going to like...
Maybe move in with Drake.
Oh.
That'd be a curveball, that would, wouldn't it?
It would be. Maybe he becomes a member of the security. Maybe Drake gives him a job on the gate.
Maybe.
And he lets in other people.
And someone else comes to buy him a coffee.
Yeah.
And they ask him if might be Drake.
One big revolving door.
Maybe it's a simulation theory, Ricky.
Maybe we're in the Matrix again.
Maybe. Give me the pills. All of them. But yeah, so it's all a bit of a rare one. Christmas presents, right? So we keep banging on about a semiconductor shortage. And Lisa Su, I love Lisa Su. AMD CEO. I tell you what, although I've looking like an Xbox Live caricature from the Xbox 360.
I love the way that I typed it out properly, and you've gone past that and just called it AMD.
Yeah. I love her because she reminds me of...
If anyone is wondering, by the way, just sorry to jump in.
Picture here.
If we jump over that way, if we keep looking over there, it's because we've got the notes on the screen behind it.
Yes. But I normally use my phone. I can't bother to hold it. I ain't got the energy.
It's too big.
I ain't got the energy to do it. So, Lisa Su, pictured here.
Not over me for once.
No, she's in the middle.
How about that?
Over the available feet.
As I say, yeah, go on, Carol.
But anyway, so she's come forward and obviously amongst other people especially said that this whole semiconductor chipset shortage isn't going to be sorted until second half of Q2. The Mercedes-Benz CEO said it's not going to be done until 2023. We're not going to be stabilised back to normal then. I don't think anyone really knows what's going on. But the side tangent of this is Christmas presents.
Christmas.
For Christmas.
Crimbo.
Santa Claus, Nicholas,
Saint Nick.
not Cage. Where's that Nick Cage? Anyway, my point being is that...
Can we not just celebrate Nicolas Cage instead of old Saint Nick?
Yeah.
Get a bit more modern. Yeah,
I love Nick Cage. He's a bit of a crazy fool, but I love him. But I've looked before coming out today, I thought Xboxes, PS5, Switches, just out of my own morbid curiosity, still out of stock everywhere. And it seems...
Unless you want a Series S. You have one of those.
But no, who wants one of them?
You can have one.
Yeah, but that's the reason why they're on the shelves, Rick, you see. And that's what I mean. When's this... It is a real shame.
I've got a Series X.
Well, I'll put Ricky's address down in the...
No, you fucking won't.
If you want an Xbox Series X, there's one free for grabs. You may have to force your way in. Not a bother.
Get past the guard dog.
Yeah. And his security staff that keep getting stopped every day by me for a cup of coffee, just so I can come and meet Ricky.
Can I see him?
Yeah.
No.
No, okay, fine. It's fine. Ricky does it for me. He makes me lovely coffee. It's wonderful. But yeah, it's a real shame. And we've got like a lorry driver crisis in the UK. And there's a massive shortage of goods on shelves and whatever else. So it's a bit weird, isn't it? Walker's Crisps.
I was literally about to mention that. So I was at a wedding over the weekend, and some of the people that were there were some people that I used to work with in the retail sector. And they were saying stuff like Walker's Crisps and stuff they just can't get.
No.
So they're walking down empty aisles because they can't get them. Exactly. My exact response was, well, at least it's not toilet roll again.
Yeah. I remember the time my bum was salt and vinegar Walkers.
Must have hurt. At least you weren't prawn cocktail.
Oh, who even eats them? Who buys them?
There's always those ones in the multi-pack that you never eat, and prawn cocktail and cheese and onion in this house are always the ones that go in the bin.
Cheese and onion, I'll eat them begrudgingly.
They're awful.
Prawn cocktail, it just doesn't taste of nothingness.
Do you know what my favourite flavour of Walker's is?
What's that?
It's really bad.
Really salted?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's good. It makes me thirsty. Like our viewers.
Oh.
They are very thirsty.
Yeah, a little bit.
Really thirsty.
Nothing wrong with that.
Look, but each to their own and all that jazz. Well, look, folks, other than that, it's pretty much a whistle-stop visit this week. We've had a bit of a chaotic one, but we're trying to keep in some sort of routine of getting together and putting together content. But we really do want to grow the channel, and straight up, we've got some really, really fun plans. So, if you haven't already, like.
For the 6th time this video.
Subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Look at me.
Who knows? If you like enough, Chris might come back.
You've upset Chris.
You've upset Chris.
Come back, Chris. But look at me.
I'm still getting over his accent.
I'm your captain now. I'm your captain. Like, subscribe, comment, talk to me, baby.
We should probably give him an injury update for Chris.
Yeah, they've reattached one of his. Basically, like, short story long, they've reattached his hand to his left foot, his left foot to his right hand, and for some reason
currently a pretzel.
He is. He's very good at yoga. He's very good at yoga.
That's yoga, not Yoda
or Yogi Bear. But other than that, folks, look, we'll be back next week. But we're very keen to get this subscriber challenge up because we have got something really big planned. But we need to get the subscribers up before we can do it.
We do.
But follow us.
We need advertising money.
We do. Come talk to me. Times are hard. Ricky's what's more Xbox Series X's. But anyway, Ricky, for Chris, is there anything else to add?
No.
Thanks for stopping by. See you next Tuesday.
Ciao for now.
Ciao. Bye, bus driver. Bye. Bye. Bye.